Hello. Good to see you.
Alright there, Revenants, welcome back to Code Vein and the Road to 100, where today we are in the Ridge of Frozen Souls, and we are going to be running Warrior with the Burned Warhammer. Now, the interesting thing about the Burned Warhammer here is the fact that it already has a 20% damage listed on it, or attached to its weapon from the time you pick it up. So don't be fooled by the number here on the card, because if we pair it against something like the Tyrant's Labrys here, this number comes out to, if you multiply this by 1.4, because we have 40% fire, we get 1912 as our damage. And so 1912 is higher than this hammer, higher than this hammer, almost higher than this hammer. It's higher, almost higher than this hammer, higher than this hammer, higher than this one, almost higher than that one, almost higher than that one. So you can see that it does have one of the mid to upper range damage sets here, just because of the 40% of extra damage that you can put here. And if you go for the 20% version, you get about 340 added to that, so you get about 2044, so you get even more damage than something like way more than the Tyrant's Labrys, the Shore, almost more than the Argent Wolfhammer. You get more almost than the Huge Hammer. You get definitely more than the Impulse Anchor, so it definitely has its place here in Vein and everything. And we're going for Warrior to make sure that we have normal mobility with such a big fat heavy hammer at 72 pounds and a big Blood Veil here at 60 pounds. So we have really good defenses and everything, but we're really going for that drain rating on a backstab. Now, the other nice thing about the Burned Warhammer is that on dodge it has a 30% damage, so you can dodge and then do an attack like that, and that's 30% increase on top of the 40% increase. So you're getting some pretty good numbers there, but those are multiplicative, so the 30% multiplies by the 40%, which is nice. And also the regular attack pattern does not have an animation ender. It is simply straight up weapon attacks over and over and over and over. So it pairs very nicely with Impact Wave if you can stagger the enemy with Impact Wave to make sure that you're able to get a lot of damage out on the enemy. So let's go ahead and throw up our distress signal here. Now, apologies to whoever joins, as we are not going to be healing you, but that's okay. And you can see that we have 3 gifts active for our weapon here, and they do very, very well to make the enemy go away. And we also have a lot of knockdown and such built into our weapon here. But you see that this is a weapon that seriously has to manage its stamina in all kinds of regards. So let's get gift extension going, I guess. And this is kind of a where you get 1 backstab and you get all of your Ichor back. Okay. Oops. And this is where it's very nice in that regard, just because of the fact that we're able to get all our Ichor, cast the gift, so on and so forth, and move on with our lives. Oops. Okay, I can't get another backstab. There we go. And it also is to obviously help us go up in our abilities here. Okay, and we'll go for another Dragon Lunge. There we go. And that destroying people by knocking them down there is very, very nice. So let's see what we can do here with this fella. He's going to try and blow us up, but we'll just ignore that for now. And we'll go for some impact waves here. So you can see that it does very, very well overall. Okay, and we'll definitely go for this fella here. There we go. There we go. So having access to these gifts here is very, very nice, that we're able to use them over and over on the enemy here. There we go. There we go. Oops. And definitely need to move over to the missile right quick. Okay. Now it's a risk reward here. Do we heal up, or do we go for more heals and such back at the missile there? Because you don't really have a whole lot of Ichor here to apply among the denizens here. So we'll go for some smashes there. Now it does have a knockdown built in, which is very nice, which gives you time to go for the charge attack, which is a 2.5 times multiplier, plus 40% extra flame damage there at the end. So if you're looking for a good way to put enemies down, that's a great way to do it there. Alright, and since we need all our health here, and these balls are weak to crush, so this is a very nice weapon to use. It's trying to bait me, so I'm baiting it. There we go. And you can see there the pretty good damage that we have. Whoops, moved. Okay. And there's a dodge attack there for you as well to get that extra damage up. Oh, somebody responded, and we're about to fight the Boreal Brute, so not too good of timing there, but we'll move out of the way here of this fella. And now, because we do have crush damage on this weapon, we're able to do very, very well on staggers. Oops. Okay. Well, see ya, buddy. All right. And these guys that drop down from the ceiling here, there they are. There's one of them. We can fight them, but I'd rather not. I guess we'll fight them for now, and we'll wait for our friend to join in here, whoever's coming. Okay, nobody's coming, so I guess we'll fight Bomber Boys by their lonesome here. Now these guys you want to put down very quickly, so we just go for a couple of gifts there to put them down. Good. And we'll go for a quick attack there at the end. So the hammer, because it does do a lot of crush damage, you're able to definitely put your enemies down because of that stagger that's built into it. But at the same time, it is not one of the, very, very, very high-end top-tier weapons by any means. Like I said, it's kind of a mid-range to the upper region, but it is nowhere near the top. But if you're looking for a good hammer with a good knockdown and you don't have some of the others, this is definitely a good candidate for sure. And the fact that it has the 20% increase to fire damage already built into it before the before the other transformations are even applied to the weapon, it makes it for a good option anytime you're going against things that are weak to crush or fire damage. As somebody like the butterfly in your second playthrough, that might be a good option to go for against her. And because we're paired up with the Ruinous Chevalier here, we get a huge amount of Ichor recovery there, so we're able to keep all of our gifts going all the time to make sure that we have ample damage and ample ability here to make it through each of these areas. And you see there the stagger. So all it takes is 1 or 2 hits and these guys stagger, so very nice there. And we'll go ahead and put him down. So very nice. Yeah, and that's really where the beauty of this thing comes out, is just the amount of stagger that you're able to put out on the enemies. And you can see there that you're able to stagger these dogs to no end, really, because they just sit there and they take the damage over and over and over. Okay, there we go. And as you see there, also Dragon Lunge takes use of Impact Wave, as it does strike the ground on the last attack there. There we go. Nice. Now this guy's dangerous here because he can knock you off, or you can knock him off. So it's best to dispatch of him very, very quickly. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Can I get a backstab? Nope. Alright, there we go. But you can see that the several different attacks there definitely staggered him very, very nicely, very, very easily. Okay. And with Doggo here, we'll just continually stagger it. Now, this is a real problem here versus the next Boreal Brute, as he can end us in basically one hit. As we've been taking some damage here, as you see, we're really playing slow because we have to manage our stamina, our little bitty teeny tiny amount of stamina that we have, and also because Warrior only gets up to a maximum of 30 Ichor, we really have to watch ourselves here during these engagements for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and head over here to this fella. Oh boy. He's already onto us, and we're not even over there. Somebody responded. Okay. You gonna jump over here? He is. Can you come over here? Okay. I want to get a plunge. There we go. And you can see that even though it is a plunge attack and getting extra damage, we definitely did not do a huge amount of damage because he's strong to crush, but he is weak to fire, obviously. So it's very nice that we're able to go for that. Okay. There we go. There we go. And we can go for some more attacks here. And because it is crush damage again, we can stagger him over and over. Ouch. And when we get backstabs on him, we get huge amounts of Ichor back. So that's very nice. And let's go for another Dragon Lunge. Oh, somebody's joining in. And they'll come in right on the downstroke. Oh. Okay. And we'll just go ahead and stagger this fella. There we go. Okay, they came in at a very wrong time. But that's okay.
Hello. Good to see you.
Kyros. Looks very nice. I like his character. Sunglasses and all here in the... I think she's probably a little bit cold, but that's okay. And we'll continue on. So we finally got someone to join in, so that's nice. And let's go for a backstab here. The nice thing about this is just because of the huge amount of stagger that you do have, you're able to kind of position yourself against each of the enemies and such. And but it's also a real problem because you just don't have the ability. Oh, person. You just don't have the ability to you know, use your stamina over and over and over, and you really gotta watch yourself during each of the engagements. So here versus the Nicola fight, I think we'll go for Modest Offering, unless it looks like they're using mods and they're invincible. Okay, we'll knock this guy off the edge. So very nice there. Now they might be an invincible type, so we'll go for fire damage here, so we get ready for the fight. Okay, so let's go for this and Cleansing Light, and then let's go for this fella here so we can get a backstab. And this will give us plenty of Ichor to start the fight, as it's pretty rough with Nicola here. Okay, so let's go for all the things, and then let's start the fight. And good luck to Kyros. No guarantees from me. Okay, let's go. Now, Nicola is weak to fire in a big way, but he does have a lot of resistance to crush. So, and since we have very limited amounts of stamina here, This is going to be like, you know, Code Vein on steroids here, trying to beat this guy. Okay. Come on, boy. He's going to spin. Nope. Okay. Now, again, we do have a nice ability here of doing crush damage, so we're able to do... whoops. Oh boy. We're able to do good amounts of stun and stagger here on him. And because we do... Oops. Because we do have a good amount of gifts here, whoops, we're able to apply our abilities kind of over and over. Okay. Okay, let's go for a... Yep, there we go. Okay. And even though our flame weapon is over, we still have 40%. We still have 40% damage built into our set here, which is very nice. Okay, and let's go for a cleansing light. There we go. So that'll help us a little bit here. Okay. And this. Okay. Okay. And let's try for a charge attack. Nope. Okay. That was a waste. Ouch. Okay, sorry, Kiro. Yep, he's definitely an invincible type. So that's nice. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Okay. Ouch. Would you stop swinging at me? There we go. Okay, now let's go for this. Now let's go for flame weapon. And you see that because our abilities here, we're unable to go for a whole lot of Ichor recovery because of our just our blood code doesn't allow, or our hammer doesn't allow for it. And that's how you block that dodge. You dodge at just the right moment before he lands, and you can do very well. Okay. There we go. A good hit there, and there we go. Man, he is just on a rocket day here. There we go. Okay. And let's see here. There we go. Oh, ouch. Okay, so thanks to Kiros and his invincibility. And good luck to you in your invincible time here in Code Vein. But that's also another thing you can get when you pair up with someone, is someone who's running mods and being invincible. But definitely helped out there. But Nicola's blast-offs there at the end, they definitely were not ideal, but we were definitely able to skip out on a bunch of those pretty easily because the timing when he hits the ground is pretty easy to determine, and if you dodge right as he hits the ground, you'll miss that explosion, which is really nice. So you can still stay in the fight close and personal up with him to get more damage in as you come out of that dodge roll. But yeah, it's a pretty rough fight with him when you run Crush. But the 40% fire definitely was helping us there. Kind of have normal average kind of ish damage versus him, and the readily available active gifts of Tormenting Blast, Dragon Lunge, and Triple Annihilator are pretty good gifts overall. And if you can chain them together over and over and over by running one after another, and they don't cost too much, 6 Ichor, and then 6 Ichor, and then 5 Ichor, so 17 Ichor total, which is not too terrible, because on a backstab here we're getting 13.5 Ichor all together, so that's very nice. So it's almost a full fill up every time we get a backstab on an enemy. But when you come to a boss like this, you're left to your own devices here to get Ichor back, and this weapon has a 0.67, which is not too good, which means you're getting about, let's see, about 2 Ichor back or so on a strike. So it's not that, or what is that? 1.8 times 0.61. Oh, sorry, 1.2. You get about 1.2 back on a strike, which is not too good. But the burned warhammer does look very, very, very cool. It's kind of the fire version of the sunset hammer. This is like the blood version, and you can see here that they're kind of basically the same exact thing. They do have the same kind of move set and everything like this, but the burned warhammer on a strike on a charge attack there, it does 250% damage on that first strike when the hammer hits, and then it does 40%. Yeah, 40% on that little flame burst there on the ground. So it has a little bit of extra special something, but you'll need to build a charge build for that, doing something like this, and going for a charge accelerator here, or a charge booster. So if you do something like this, you can go for that charge attack very quickly, and you can do massive amounts of damage over and over and over very, very quickly. And so we got 4 attacks there, so that was 1,000% damage as compared to the card. So 1,000% is 10 times. So we have 1912, so that was like 20,000 damage right there in those 4 strikes. So pretty good stuff overall there. So anyways, we made it through the Ridge of Frozen Souls, and we used a hammer, and we used co-op, and apparently our friend used invincibility. So either way, still worked out good, and we still beat Nicola pretty fair and square, I would think. But anyways, we'll see you all in the next episode in the Ashen Cavern. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you then.